you how you started with Kymco, your history?
Me?
Brand, yeah.
Talk about me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm right now the Kymco Chairman. I've been on the chairman position for almost 10 years.
Yeah. And how did you start with Kymco? What was your position when you started?
Well, I first came to Kymco in 1989. It's when I graduated from college. I was in the Kymco's computer center, developing different computer systems for Kymco.
So how did you get to be president? Quite a big move.
Yeah, I was in the computer center for 2 years, and then I went to do my MBA in Cornell. And then I came back to Kymco, and then I was in the strategic training department for like 6 years. And then I left Kymco to start up my own internet business for 10 years. And I came back and I served on the board. And I was elected the chairman.
Very good. Can you say how big Kymco is in Taiwan as a brand?
Well, we have been the number one brand for 22 years in the past. So we are like the most recognized consumer motorcycle brand in Taiwan. We also export a lot in the world. 50% of our revenue comes from overseas.
And how big is the EV market there, the electric vehicle market? Is it massive compared to Europe?
Oh yeah, in Taiwan, I think the EV market picked up 6-7 years ago, and right now it takes about 12-13% of the market.
In Taiwan?
In Taiwan, the total market.
And how do you predict that to grow in the next 10 years?
Yeah, I think it's a trend. So I would say that every year it may grow maybe 2%. So in the next 10 years, maybe it will grow up to 25%. Yeah.
What's the future for internal combustion engine vehicles in Taiwan?
Well, there's no regulation saying that the ICE motorcycle will be phased out, but the government do have a goal to have 100% electric motorcycle in 2014.
The Ionex project, how many stations are already out there that's being used in your home country?
Yeah, now we have the biggest battery swapping network in Taiwan. We have 2,700 battery swapping stations. It's a lot.
Yeah. And what about moving into Europe with Ionex?
In Europe?
Yeah.
I think we started 1 to 2 years ago. We have partners in Europe. They are deploying battery swapping stations in Sweden.
What about other parts of Europe, like UK, Germany? Is it going into those countries already?
We are looking at that.
You know, an end user, they have a subscription to Ionex. Can they just have that subscription and charge at home forever? They don't have to use a charging station?
Yeah, I think for the project we announced yesterday, the Ionex B&U can distinguish whether this battery is a swap battery from a swapping station, or it's the energy comes from your own charging, your charging dock, or from your vehicle. So yes, actually for the consumers, they can swap or they can charge, and they will get different pricing for the energy.
Yamaha, Honda, Piaggio, and KTM are doing a consortium to make a universal battery. How will that affect what you're already doing?
Yes, I think the consortium is discussing how to come up with a battery swapping standard. But for us, we have been doing battery swapping for the past 5 years. And so I don't think it's going to affect us.
Now, have other manufacturers already started doing adopting the BMU?
Yeah, we just announced. So well, we expect to have a lot of manufacturers coming to us, talking to us about Ionex BMU. But actually, before we even launched it, we have a lot of EV companies. They wanted to use the Ionex battery.
I've seen around the show there's other people doing battery swapping as well, like Talig and other companies. Are they just, what's the difference between Kymco's Ionex and people like those?
I think the biggest difference between our battery swapping network and maybe what you see most other people's battery swapping network is that we really developed that into an infrastructure standard. That means we have auto diagnosis, we have auto recovery, we have auto alert, every system to make sure it's uninterrupted. And the key is that we have it's market proven with millions of charges and swaps. So it's quite different from some systems where you can do battery swapping, but when you actually do it in a large scale, just imagine that you have a battery swapping station in the mountain and it breaks, and what happens? It's very costly to do that. So I think it's very important to have a battery swapping network that is developed to the highest standard to consider as an infrastructure.
Which countries outside of Taiwan do you think are the biggest market for Ionex?
Well, I think we are looking forward to our first product launch in Thailand next year, because we have a joint venture with PTT. So we are going to develop the whole Ionex ecosystem over there.
The Kymco swap stations, are they all owned by partners, or does Kymco own some as well?
In the future, it will be operated by the battery swapping network operator. They will purchase the stations and they will receive the battery service recurring revenue.
And do you think they'll end up being bought as like an investment? How oil's traded already, do you think battery swapping will be sort of...
Yeah, you can think about it as like buying a vending machine.
Yeah. Will they be able to set prices for electricity and things themselves?
No, we will do the price. They will get a profit share.
Is Kymco exploring any other areas for fuel other than electric? Like hydrogen or any...
We think electric is the future. Hydrogen is also a very clean energy, but it's probably most suitable for B2B purpose.
What about synthetic fuels? Any thoughts on that?
No. These days we still focus on the electric.
So there's no end date for stopping developing combustion engine vehicles yet?
Yeah, if there's no government regulation, it depends on the market demands.
Any new developments we should know about that you can tell me?
Yeah, of course we continue to develop scooters for in many different market segments, and especially in the big electric bike segment. Yeah, we are hoping that we can show that to the public very soon.
Was it SuperNex that you have to do?
Revonex, SuperNex, yes.
Yeah, is that still a project?
Yes.
When will that arrive?
Hopefully maybe next year.
When was it? 4 years ago? 3 years ago?
3-4 years ago, yeah.
That's pretty much all I need to know, unless you've got any thoughts or anything you'd like to get across.
I'm okay.
Yeah.